What's up, H-Town and all around? OSG, Dynamic Foxtrot. This is a Foxtrot game day. We are at Shell Energy Stadium for the Houston Dash versus Chicago Stars. If they win, we're going to call them Chicago Red Stars. But lineups are out, bro. Well, first off, forget about lineups right now. Welcome to the Shell. Welcome back to Houston. It's been a minute.
It's been like 2 years.
It feels like it, right? Yeah. You were here at the beginning of the season. You kind of missed the middle, but now you're back towards the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll make another trip. There's only one more home game. KC.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can make it back for that big ass
game of the year.
Yeah. All right. But like I said, we're here against Chicago Stars tonight. Chicago is a hot team right now. 4 draws and a win in the last 5. Tied Portland the last game. Coming in pretty damn hot with a hot player, De Silva. It's going to be a crazy game tonight. But all right, like I said, Dash has the lineup out. We got a few changes. So first off, let's start on the back line. Chappie is out. Alozie is in. Katie Lynn is out. Berkely, the new player, gets to start tonight. So we're going to see Malia Berkely. And then the last one is Putin starts for the injured Maggie Graham. 3 new pieces, so what do you think about the lineup?
First of all, Malia Berkely, our number 10 defender. I don't know. I guess it's good for confidence, but I mean, good for Malia. Like, it's definitely like a piece we have to address. I was a little bit disappointed that Katie Lynn is not starting yet, but right now it's all about winning. Like, I hope Malia brings it on her first start. A lot of pressure goes to her, and I love you, man. Finally starting, it feels like she's been coming off the bench like every single time. And Pregame, obviously the adjustments needed to be made after our players have been missing for the rest of the year. So it's gonna be a good game. I feel like it's gonna be very energetic. Both teams are gonna come at each other. Even though Chicago is lower in the standings, it's still gonna be a must-win game for both teams.
It must win. We're 3 points from the playoff line. Speaking of points and must-wins, and we need the 3 points. We're at home tonight. Louisville is on the road tonight against Utah, and North Carolina is on the road against Orlando.
Yep.
So if tonight works out and we win and the other 2 teams lose, or who is it? Somebody could tie. I think it's North Carolina could tie. So it could be a 3-way tie for 8th place tonight. We could be in 8th place after tonight's 3 games. Ours is on prime, so look forward to it. All right. Any final thing you want to say before we let these people go and get ready for the game?
Just win. We don't have to worry about all these scenarios just yet because we still have, including with this game, 6 games left in the schedule. But man, just win. We have to win at home. Home is not being a good place for a Dash. And we just have to make a statement right now because the time is running out. The opportunities are closing in. And obviously this is a team that has been going through the changes, especially late into the season, but must win, come on.
All right, y'all keep an eye out on Malia Berkely and Paige Nielsen tonight. They have De Silva, who scored 6 goals in the last 5 games for them, including a hat trick in that span. So, going to be a tough game. We're optimistic. We might just fight for a draw, but let's get the win, let's get the points, let's push for the playoffs and go beyond. H is up. We'll see you at halftime.
Looking for a rebound after last week.
Yeah, and you look at these changes that he's made in that back line area. You know, Kaylin's come out the lineup. Malia Berkely gets her first start alongside Hendrick in that moment as well. Manaka getting the start in this game will be massive for her because she hasn't. She's come into the game.
VAR is Laura Rodriguez. Chicago in black, Houston in orange. There is the whistle, and we are underway tonight from Houston, Texas. The Dash and the Stars.
And made a number of mistakes in that game. It's a harsh one because now she's dropped to the bench and Berkeley's come in there. But no doubt Berkely was always going to be that player that went straight back in there because they acquired her in a trade.
Berkely has spent the last 4 years with North Carolina. Spent 1 year in France out of college as well. Patterson for Kiki Van Zanten. Right back for Avery Patterson. Gonna run right at Taylor Malum. Patterson cuts it back all the way through. Yazmeen Ryan over the bar with a tangible shot.
Yeah, brilliant play from Avery Patterson down this left-hand side. I actually think Yazmeen Ryan should do better here. I'm not saying it's an easy chance, but just leans back, doesn't really show much composure. Everybody's kind of lining up there as Alozia's there as well. I'd expect her to hit.
Here's Sheehan. Plenty of space in the middle for Yazmeen Ryan to run into. Ryan letting go, and it's right over the bar. Couple of decent efforts from Yazmeen Ryan, but It's good that they're getting those results, but now trying to lock things down on the other end, and that might turn into maybe getting more results because they're scoring plenty of goals.
Yeah, for sure. And I think when you have that attacking threat, like they do up top with Jamise Joseph and Ludmila, I mean, Ludmila's having a fantastic season.
Here comes Houston again. Ryan not able to connect, but Ryan wins it back. And now numbers here for Houston. It's Yazmeen Ryan! Ryan sticking with the play and giving Houston the opening tally tonight.
Great defensive pressure. You could see that. I thought the first one, she was trying to play Legacy, poorly executed. She had options here. I was thinking, is she going to play this? Drops her shoulder. Great composure from Yazmeen Ryan. I spoke previously about the 2 opportunities she had. Lacked composure for sure. That one did not lack any composure. It's such a great strike. I love that. She had options with Van Santen and Legacy as well. And that's exactly what the Houston Dash did.
This match is brought to you by Tide, the official laundry care partner of the NWSL. Now it's Chicago trying to come from behind. They don't have a win this year when conceding first. Schlegel for Manaka. B. Franklin keeps it moving. Angel down the line. Ludmila looking for options, now lifts it in. Manaka's there. How about Avery Patterson coming over? Still a chance. And Abby Smith makes her first save of the night.
Unbelievable defending from Avery Patterson. Goal for sure. We see Ludmila has this in her locker. She was able to set up B. Franklin in a couple of games ago to be able to put that in the back of the net. And that is such great defending from Avery, because I think, you know, maybe Abby Smith would have had it covered in that moment, but it's brilliant to play. But that's exactly what the Chicago Stars need to do. Put the pressure on Abby Smith. They have not done that since she come into the game.
There. The ball cleared out of play. Final seconds of this half. And Abdu Njai has brought us to the break here in Houston.
All right, Dashers, 1-0 at the half. Dash are up. Take me through the goal as you experience it.
Well, Yazmeen Ryan, as a player that has been looking for that first goal, she got a couple instances, and of course the one before that, it was just very clear. Unfortunately, she did miss that. Like, you can see even a sitter, even though it was a little bit far. But she made the goal. Like, she picked up the ball from the Chicago's defender, and man, she punishes her, and she did that goal big time.
And the press, I think, is what's making a big difference here.
Yeah.
The midfield is winning the balls and preventing Chicago from pushing on us and putting our defense under pressure. Malia Berkely's doing a good job. It's kind of all three defenders are really kind of playing against Ludmila. So she hasn't been she's been active, but she hasn't been doing anything. So that's good. So like I said, midfield has been holding it down and pushing that press and giving us the opportunity. So it looks good. The 3 subs have been looking good. Second half, what are you expecting?
I want to give a shout out to Paige Nielsen first of all, because she's been putting in a shift defensively. Like, she's been going back and forth and just destroying all the counters that come in at Houston's way. I feel like in the second half, it's got to be more so Chicago putting in all the numbers forward and trying to make a night for Houston. They just gotta be ready. They just gotta keep her stay on their toes at all times, because they're gonna bring everything they have.
And the press, where we're winning the ball, is being creating offensive chances for us, like you started with. So we're getting close. We're getting close. What are we, 9 shots to 4 for Chicago? So At one point you said it's got to be 5, and it was only 2 at the time, but it's risen up since. So continue the second half. I don't expect any halftime subs. Maybe 60-minute, maybe 55, but we'll see how the game goes from there. Jane did get hurt. She does have an ice pack on her hip right here, so we'll have to play it by ear to see if she'll be available next week. But we got Abby Smith, Hookham. All right, what's going to happen second half here?
Bro, we just gotta keep it going. We're doing so well. Everyone has been playing very well tonight. We're just gonna keep pushing for the second goal. We had so many chances to extend the scoreline already, but they just have to keep it going. They cannot quit. They have to win this game.
Let's do it. Let's go back. Hey, we're enjoying a little bit of a heritage night here at the stadium. So that's the best part. So, all right, y'all. It's almost time for second half kickoff. We're going to keep the shutout. We're going to keep this win. For Chicago in their place. Hey, Shade Room. Hey, we'll check out what the rest of the league did tonight when we come back and see y'all after the game. So let's hold on to this dub. Let's keep the shutout, and let's go Dash. GTFO.
Now Fabrice Gautrat has to attack the subs this evening. There is the whistle. We are underway for the second 45 minutes tonight from Houston. Spagelski now. Surveying, crossing. Steered away by Malia Berkely as far as Malum. The overlap by Julia Grosso. Grosso will take aim, and it's taken in by Abby Smith.
She has this in her locker to be able to. Malum's done really well in this second half. Nice little ball. Decent strike from Julia Grosso.
This match is brought to you by Tide, the official laundry care partner of the NWSL. Chicago trying to test Abby Smith more and more as this game goes on. Here's Delaney Sheehan, who's had a bright game so far, but that pass broken up. Franklin looking to distribute. It's broken up by Avery Patterson. And here come the dash. Patterson looking for options. Might go herself. Patterson deflected for Sheehan. Now Yazmeen Ryan saved. Alyssa Nair.
Great play from the Houston Dash. Avery Patterson was like, no one's coming to me, I'm going to keep going. Good defending, lovely little touch from Sheehan. Yazmeen Ryan does everything right, and this is such a great save. Looks like it takes a slight deflection as well, which makes the save even better. To take a look here, look, takes a slight deflection off of Sam Stobb.
Grosso, out-swinging ball, floated in. Nothing on there for Chicago. Another clearance as far as Taylor Malum. Lifted right back over the top. The header by Anderson is right at Abby Smith. Trying to play into space, and plenty of it for Yazmeen Ryan. Options to pick out in the middle. Ryan continues on. Yazmeen Ryan cuts it back. One touch to settle, and the shot is blocked. Helferty blocked by Hendrick. Corner kick.
Yazmeen Ryan does so well here. Fantastic break, nice and direct. Does really well to pick out Helferty in this moment, and it's a really good block from Hendrick, to be fair. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a more obvious penalty, if I'm being honest.
Duenjai will take a look at this one. Looked pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw it, you could pretty much see. And some of the Houston Dash players were also appealing, which you would do. You're a player, you're going to appeal for it. I feel for Hendrick because I think in this situation here, you're just trying to get your body there. You're trying to throw everything at it, but she turns away from the play. And that's, for me, stonewall penalty all day long.
Houston has not been awarded a penalty this season.
I think that's going to change now.
All that hard work for Chicago to get back in it, get themselves a few more chances. In a few seconds, it could be 2-0 Houston.
I honestly don't know how many more looks they need to take at this, because I like the fact they take, their time to get the decision right, but it's pretty obvious this is a penalty. Like, I have no idea what the discussion would be in this moment.
Duenjai in conversation with Laura Rodriguez right now. It's a penalty. A point to the spot. Houston, the chance now from 12 yards out to make this a 2-0 game.
Well done, VAR. Well done, the referee. It took too long for me, but the correct decision was given in the end.
Alyssa Nair has saved 6 penalties in her career in the NWSL. It'll be Yazmeen Ryan to step up. Houston has not taken a penalty this season. And what a matchup we have here. Ryan against Nair. Yazmeen Ryan, it's saved by Nair! Nair does it again, keeping Chicago in it.
Brilliant save Stonewall all day long for me. Do you know what? It's a fantastic save from Alyssa there, because that is a really good penalty from Yazmeen Ryan. Looked like it was going right in the bottom corner, had power on it, had pace. And that's a fantastic save from Alyssa there.
Corner taken short. Looking in fields, putting this towards goal. Malia Berkely was on the doorstep.
Berkeley's got that number 10 on the back of her shirt.
So far, that's all they've needed. Here's Messiah Bright. Chance for Houston to really put this away. Sheehan back for Messiah Bright, saved by Nair. Still available. Yazmeen Ryan blocked. Chicago alive.
Unbelievable. I mean, Messiah Bright here and Delaney Sheehan, it's a lovely little one too. But look at this save. What a save that is. Brilliant from Alyssa Nair. Excellent. And to be fair to the Chicago Stars, like, look at them putting themselves on the line.
There haven't been many stoppages here in stoppage time. And that is full time. Houston holds on. A 1-0 win at home. And back on track are the Dash.
It was awesome. It was a whole team defense. I never just say it's the back line and the keeper. We have one of the best pressing mentalities, I think, in the league. You didn't see that last week, but you saw it today, and we're really hard to beat. And that's what you want, to be a gritty H-Town team.
All right, Dashers. Everybody's exited the stadium already pretty quick, but everybody was very happy tonight with the 1-0 win. A win. That is 7 games with points out of 8 since the break. Andreas, that had to be an exuberant, or what's the word, feeling, getting that win tonight.
Jubilation,
yes.
A home win in this economy. This is like it's incredible. Like, obviously, we're heading into the final stretch of the season. Obviously, counting tonight with 6 games to go, we do have a few more home games left, and of course away games. But this was it was a must-win, regardless of Chicago is and the form. But yeah,
must-win, big win. You had 3 new starters tonight starting. Berkeley did great, by the way.
Yep.
Alozia covering for Chappie, who we found out was sick, so that's why she didn't start. I still say you could have started Boughton, but Boughton didn't even play at all. And then Puttingham, and this one I kind of was assuming it would be Puttingham, but some people were maybe Sheehan would drop and not Delaney, sorry, that is Sheehan. Evelina Dojan would get the start instead, but it ended up being Puttingham, and we asked that question in the press conference afterwards, which you're going to hear shortly after we're done talking right here. And Puttingham fits, and that's what makes sense to Fabrice, and he's been trying to get her in there and get more time, but she's the one. The 2 6s are set. She's the third 6, so she's naturally going to fit in, so we're going to be seeing more time for her playing, and it's good, because remember, she's a captain of the Austrian team. She knows how to play soccer, obviously. She does well.
Yeah.
She's setting set pieces. She can take some corners, so I'm good with that move, 100%. We'll see if we need more attacking, then go ahead and pull her out, drop Sheehan, put in Evelina, which we didn't put in Evelina. We kind of needed to put in defense this game, so that's why she wasn't used either, but overall, great performance. What do you take out? I mean, you kind of already said, but the positives keep growing, right? The chemistry.
Consistently, it is like it keeps growing. Even though this was a close game on the scoreline, at the end of the day, the one thing that we've been asking for is consistency. And the Dash have been proving, like, since the start of the summer break, that they're legit. 100%. And 100%, they're improving. Obviously, they didn't win all the games just yet, but all that matters is that they understand each other, and they're in great form, and they have to keep it going. Defensively speaking, we did pretty good. I was very impressed with Paige Nielsen's performance.
Yeah, big shout out to her. We did remember to do that. You're right.
Because like she was like not only the last player in the back line that was like left behind. Obviously, there was a reason because like she just kept like getting catching all the counters, and she kept like denying every single opportunity for Chicago to like build up and try again at scoring a chance. But
she's the vice captain for a reason.
Vice captain for a reason because she shows out, and it was definitely needed. Obviously, Jane Campbell like leaving with that injury, unfortunately, and hopefully we should get an update soon. But other than that, like everybody stepped up, everybody got a good win, and it's fun to build out of, especially against Washington Spirit, because that's going to be an insane game on the road.
But as you mentioned, Jane did get hurt, so we don't know if her injury's right here, so that's going to be the hip. That's a lot of movement, so we'll see. We'll get an update on Saturday if she's going to be available or not whenever the press conference with Fabrice before the Washington game that's coming up. So, as you mentioned, in Washington on a Sunday, that's one. Trinity Rodman has just been going off, and Washington's been playing well. So this is going to be a very tough game. Since we returned from the break, 8 games, 4 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. This one's important. We're only 2 points back now because North Carolina won their game, but Louisville lost, so we're only 2 points back of the playoff. Orlando is 3 ahead of us, and we have them in 2 weeks. So that's going to be an important game as well.
Yeah, they haven't won in like 9 consecutive games, so honestly, like, we shouldn't be looking at everybody else, just us right now. We just have to keep winning games, and we close the gap like we should. We just have to get the win. Well, hopefully a win like everybody wants against Washington, even though it's going to be very difficult.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be difficult, but yeah, get that result, man. Get that result, and yeah, go Dash, go beyond as always.
That's right, DTFO, go beyond. So, all right, guys, you heard it here. 1-0 Dash win in Shell Energy Stadium. You have Dynamo tomorrow night. Hopefully they can do the same thing. We ask it every time Dash do something. We hope Dynamo can follow suit. It's a home win, so follow suit, Dynamo. But, all right, I think it's time for us to throw those H's up, let y'all go and get to the press conference. Had 2 players and a coach in this press conference, so stay tuned. A lot of good information there. And I got a lot of questions in there, too. So, yeah. H is up. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fabrice, we'll just start with opening remarks following today's match here against Chicago.
Yeah, I think the result followed suit from the performance. I thought we were definitely the better team. Would have been nice to have 2 or 3, especially in the first half. I thought we had some decent chances, but overall, yeah, really pleased for. I know Jane had to go down and Abby stepping in. I thought she was fantastic. So, yeah, no, really excited.
Thank you for that. We'll start with questions here in the room. We'll go with Eric here.
Hey, Fabrice, good win today. Obviously, over the past 7 games, it really looks like your tactics and your gameplay is really starting to execute onto the field. Can you talk about how much the team has grown, especially since the break?
Yeah, if you look at a lot of our lineups, they've stayed somewhat consistent, and I think that, the relationship between players is really important. So I think them reading off each other, transition, I think we're growing a lot in terms of our attacking transition. So if you look at the goal that Yaz scored, she's dribbling, she counter presses, wins it, and then creates that transition moment. So that's something that I think we've definitely leveled up, and we've worked on it. So really happy for them.
And then tonight you made 3 changes to the lineup. Alozia starting, Berkely getting her debut, and then Pregame in assuming in place of Graham. The idea behind those 3 substitutions or changes.
Yeah, so obviously Maggie, unfortunate news, she's out for the season. So Sarah has been really good all year. It's just been unfortunate to not play her more, just because I think the 2 6s that we had it was just a tough decision. So I think for her it was seamless, and I thought she occupied space really well. She's such a smart player, so she was fantastic. And then, yeah, Chappie had a little bit of a illness earlier in the week, so we're just kind of talking through that. But I thought, honestly, Alozier and Avery on the left side, I thought did quite well. And then I thought Malia, yeah, she just offers something in possession and even out of possession. Her anticipation and stuff, I think is, yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how those guys kind of keep gelling together.
Well, go ahead and tell us about Berkeley's debut. What your impression of her was tonight?
Yeah, I think it was really good. I mean, if you looked at it in the first half, like, she created a lot of great opportunities, line-breaking passes, balls in behind. So yeah, no, I was really pleased with her, and I thought the second half was a little bit more choppy, but I think you could see her qualities for sure. Not that I'm aware of, but yeah, I'll take it.
Manny, go ahead.
And speaking of debuts as well, Anna Helfredi made her debut as well. What do you think about her performance and her addition to the team?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her, she's played quite a number of games in this league. She had a rough stint of 2 years just with some injuries, but she's quality. She's really quality. So I think with her, she's kind of a Swiss Army knife. You can kind of put her anywhere on the field, and she can kind of do the job. So really happy for her and seeing her being a part of especially this big push towards the end of the year.
I think talk about just the result for today. Crucial 3 points. I think after the loss, it felt like it was a wake-up call. Today, the team got 3 crucial points. Looking at the table with today's results, seemed real crucial. How is it to continue with that wake-up call mentality and keep moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, these next games are going to be really important. And I think, yeah, we got a big opponent in Washington Spirit. They've been on a roll as well, so excited to see how that's going to look. And then, obviously, yeah, you got some crucial games after that as well. So, yeah, I think for us, it's not – we don't have to really communicate anything more. Everyone's like, all right, let's just one game at a time, one training at a time, and we'll move forward.
And lastly, just talk about Yazmeen Ryan's performance. She got the goal. Unfortunately, she couldn't convert the PK due to, I think, Alessa's their greatness on goal. But I think we just want to know, I think, her performance and her coming out more as a focal point to the team.
Yeah, look, you could tell she's getting into a groove. She's either assisting or scoring goals, and the second part of the season has been fantastic. So I'm really pleased for her. She's a huge part of what we're trying to do, and I think especially if, as you notice, as we played her lower, I think her skill set is starting to really come out. So, yeah.
Anything else? We'll go with Danielle here.
Do you have an update on Jane?
I don't. So, yeah, I think there's some stuff happening tomorrow, but yeah, we do not know.
And then, I mean, you guys largely have been more of a second-half team and had to kind of rely on the late comebacks at times to go up early tonight. Does that require a different sort of mentality or strategy?
It definitely, in terms of just being defensively sound, especially in the second half, I thought we were quite solid. Maybe a couple kind of hairy moments, but outside of that, I think it says a lot. You got to be able to win both ways, and you got to be able to compete both ways. So being up, we did it against San Diego. We now did it again against this opponent. So I think it shows that we can also score, go up, and actually hold the lead. So, which is a good thing.
You talk about one game at a time and day to day, but as the season's drawing to a close, do you want to kind of push the team to find another gear, another level, or is it really stay where you're at?
I wouldn't say stay where you're at. We definitely, we're gonna look back at the film and see what we can improve on for sure. I thought there was some moments that were good and some moments that we need to improve on. So for us, it's just constantly like, okay, how do we keep getting better? But yeah, we're definitely going to have to play and compete against some really good teams, and getting points against them is going to require us to continually to level up. So yeah.
We'll go to Zoom really quickly. Diego.
Great performance and stepped up when needed. Can you talk to me a little bit about that? And then a lighthearted second part to that question: who's your third goalkeeper if needed?
I think I heard the first part, but what did he say on the first part?
So I caught the second part of it. It was on the third goalkeeper. Diego, could you repeat that first part, please?
The first part. That Abby put in a great performance thanks to Jane's injury and was able to step up when needed. Just thoughts on her?
Yeah, I thought she was fantastic, and she's stepped up all year. Every time we've called on her, she's made some huge saves. Had a clean sheet against Seattle, was phenomenal against Orlando, and then obviously this game. Clean sheet goes to both of those guys, and yeah, she's been a great leader also off the field. I know it's not easy to go from not playing to playing and then not playing, and she's still been serving the team and being, a great part of what we're trying to do. So, yeah, thrilled for her.
I want to ask you also about Clarissa, as I felt like even if she wasn't able to notch a goal tonight, I felt like she was extremely dangerous within the attack. Creating a lot of great chances, and especially one where she kind of acted like a dummy in order to help Delaney get a front post shot. Can you talk to me about her game?
Yeah, no, I thought she was quality in terms of her runs in behind. We still need to get her kind of up to speed in terms of the fitness part. But yeah, no, I think she adds, and I think what we're seeing between her and Messiah is a really good, healthy competition. So they're both pushing each other, and they're both really stepping up and improving. So. Yeah, very excited for Clarissa. I want to keep seeing her continue to get more minutes and more impact.
And then hitting the road once more, unfortunately. Can you talk to me a little bit about what you guys are planning on doing when it comes to carrying a little bit of the positives from this game onto Washington?
Fabrice, before you answer, we're going to switch the mic real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, our away form has been quite good this year, so I think for us, we want to continue in that trend. We have, I think, 9 days to our next game, so we had a couple just illnesses, and just with all the heavy travel, just having the next couple days off is going to be really important for our team to kind of, regroup, refresh, and then come ready to go next Tuesday.
Thanks, Fabrice. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ready? Malia, congrats on your first start. We'll just start with opening remarks following today's match here against Chicago.
Yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. The team is great. Coaching staff's great. Honestly, entire staff has been amazing and very welcoming and making this transition really easy to be here. I'm happy to, one, get the start, but also the shutout and the 3 points at a really important part of the season for us. So I hope that we can keep carrying that into postseason.
Perfect. Thank you for that. We'll take questions here in the room. We'll start with Eric.
Hey there. Welcome to Houston. Congrats on the debut tonight, especially with the win. So before getting into tonight's game, what was Fabrice's instructions to you as he put you in the starting role?
I had information overload over the past 2 days, so I honestly could not tell you what he told me. I just kind of went out and played the way that I play, and it's really easy with these girls. Like, everybody's very communicative, so it's easy to go out there and play with them.
How do you feel about getting involved with the chemistry of the team? How do you feel like you're fitting in so far?
I mean, I think 3 points and a win shows that it's pretty good so far. Hopefully I can carry that going forward, but I'm really like the style that we're playing. We are a little more direct, but we're working on bringing that possession piece as well, so I think that's something that I'm particularly good at, so hopefully I can implement that as well.
And you said playing freely. Saw you get into the box a few times when we're trying to cross. It looks like you look forward to doing that and trying to get that goal.
Oh yeah, I am a very attack-minded defender, so I hope that I can help us score more goals as well.
Last question, is that why you wear number 10?
Honestly, there wasn't many options left. It was like 10 was the lowest number, and then it was like 30s and above, and so I hope that I can emanate 10 out there and I can just do the number correctly.
Thank you and congrats.
Thank you so much.
Annie, go ahead.
Welcome to Houston. I think first of all, first here coming here and first coming, what sold you on the project for Houston Dash to coming over here? I think might be my first question.
Talking to Fabrice and the staff and like the style of play and what they see for this club in the next 3 to 5 years is something that I really want to be a part of and spoke to me. You could see from this season, from the beginning of the season to now, that the growth this team has had on the field if you're watching from the outside. So I wanted to see what it was like to be in that environment. You can tell players are happy to be here. They're growing on the field, off the field, so I want to be a part of that.
And I think coming in right now, it's a very tough competition on the NWSL. 3 points are crucial. I know last week, you weren't part of the team, but last week they suffered a loss. I feel like today was a wake-up call. Did you feel like today was a wake-up call for everyone in the team?
Yeah, I think it was a moment for us to really come together and show that each points in these games are really important, and we have to fight for those 3 points if we want to make it above the playoff line. So, I mean, this is a step in the right direction for us. We get these 3 points, and now we move on to the next game and focus on the next game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else here in the room? Last call on Zoom. Diego, go ahead.
Welcome to Houston. Congrats on the debut. Congrats on the 3 points. Talk to me a little bit about the past couple of days, about the whirlwind of coming to Houston and having to adapt. And you mentioned that you had so much information thrown at you and you kind of just played your way. Talk to me about your time so far and kind of reflect on that.
Yeah, so I flew in on Sunday. Monday, got all my medical and all that checked, and then Tuesday was my first individual training because the team had flown back on Monday, so they had off. So just getting touches in, getting used to like playing soccer again, I guess. I mean, I didn't have that much time off. I was training in North Carolina, but kind of just thrown right into it, which for me, like, I'm here to be a part of the team and make a difference here. And so getting here and just getting right into it has been really helpful for me and my main focus. I'm living out of a suitcase right now, but I do have an apartment, so a suitcase in an apartment's fine. My stuff gets shipped next week, so I'm not that worried about it right now.
I'm glad to hear that. For when you talk about like, especially you wanting to be a part of this project, wanting to be a part of this group, can you talk to me a little bit about what are some things that you specifically want to bring to the dynamic and to the culture of the team?
Yeah, I think I'm a very competitive player, and the environment here is something that shows the competitiveness. Like, there's not really a consistent lineup each week. Like, you're fighting for the starting spot, and I think I am such a competitive player that I bring that piece into it as well. My possession, I think, is also something that I can help this team with, and us keeping the ball more is going to allow us to go forward and score more goals more.
And final question for me, you have a quick turnaround and you have to go on the road to Washington. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you want to prepare for that and how the team is feeling ahead of that?
Yeah, I think we just focus one game at a time. So this week we'll get back to training and do film, see what we need to work on from this game to focus on Washington going forward. And, we take it each game at a time. So this next game, get points on the road, and then focus on everything else afterwards.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congrats on the 3 points.
Thank you.
With forward Yazmeen Ryan. We'll start with opening remarks. Yazmeen, what do you take away from today's match here against Chicago?
It's always great to get 3 points, and I'm super proud of the team again for their defensive work and keeping a clean sheet. That's always so important, and what keeps us in games, because we know that Chicago has come back and had opportunities and from being down. So I'm really happy that we got to shut them out.
Thank you for that. We'll start with questions here. Eric, go ahead.
Way to score another goal to get us 3 points. Congrats on the win. Talk about the press seems to be improving weekly. Is Fabrice really talking about the press and the game plan, or are y'all free-flowing out there and working together as a unit on the field as it happens?
Yeah, that's definitely within our game plan, and I think a lot of our goals actually come from our press, and if not our counter press up high. And so, again, I mean, that's how I scored from a counter press as well. So, yeah, I mean, knowing that that's like working for us and that's what gets us most of our opportunities, we're definitely going to keep up with that. And, yeah, it's part of the game plan.
The offense looked pretty good tonight. We had crosses coming in, opportunities coming in, shots coming in left and right. What is missing from this offense to get that final piece? We're winning, we're doing well, we just couldn't close out the game today.
Yeah, I think, even though we're up 1-0, like I said, teams have also had a history of coming back into games. And so although we did well in our defensive work, I think just putting away more goals and keeping the ball as in the second half for sure. I think we tend to kind of go long a little early, but I think if we can stay with our rhythm and treat it as if it's still 0-0 and really put teams on their back foot and go at them and keep the ball in their half, I think the quality of chances will continue to increase and then hopefully put away more goals.
Last one, all the new players that have been added to the team seems to be helping. I mean, obviously be helping you out. You're playing your position. Talk about you've been scoring goals now. Everything's increasing on the offense. Talk about your play alone.
Yeah, I mean, my role is to be where the team needs me, and the new players that have come in have definitely helped tremendously. I think Malia Berkely is so good on the ball, and she can find long balls, she can find disguised pass, anything that we need. So I'm super happy to have her in the team and to continue to play with her. But yeah, I mean, I think we just keep adding pieces that help, and the more that we can keep the ball and connect, I think the better we are, because we're so good on the ball whenever we one-touch, two-touch passes, and are staying in the pockets and moving. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue.